I gotta plug that in. Hang on.
Why, you're not on like 100?
I don't know.
Okay. You'll probably make it. Hey everyone, sorry. So here's what's going on. We went to Governor's again, and although they said they were working on it, there's no internet there. So we kind of bailed, and we came to Tony's mommy's house.
Oh, so we're telling everybody where we are.
You don't want to tell them where we are?
Too late.
Why? It was like a secret or something? Why is that like a big deal?
So, where are you going?
I'm just getting this out of the way because.
Hi. Where's your phone? It's August.
I don't give a crap. August 14th.
It's August 14th. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show coming at you live from the legendary Hicksville. Yeah, like Sallie said, internet wasn't working over there. Oh, man.
What do you need? Just tell me what you need.
I'll get it. I need my phone. I don't know if I can get it. Oh, that is my phone. Oh. All right. Well, sorry. We're just running around like crazy here today. It's been a crazy morning. I would need my phone to read stuff and show stuff. Yeah, half of the stuff that I had planned, I can't get to work because I have to use my phone. No, that doesn't help me. Two Eagles Auto Body. Give them a call. Roslyn Social. Give them a call. I have that stuff on my phone, which we're using to stream. Man, can't wait to get back to the studio. Sorry, it's just been a crazy morning here. Then, like Sallie said, it was already a crazy morning. Then we went to Governor's where there's still no internet. So we...
And we thought that there might be because I used my phone and it worked. And then I'll open up the iPad and it wasn't working. We're like, ugh. So we jumped in the car.
So, yeah, I used my phone to do all sorts of stuff. I had stuff to show you. As you guys, if you watched yesterday, I said I had stuff to show you on my phone. I thought we were going to get to today. I have even more stuff to show you off my phone today, which I won't be able to do. So I'm kind of... I'm off my game.
You're off.
And I hate when things go bad like this last minute. I always get picked on for always wanting to be early. And this is why I want to be early, so that we can prepare when things go wrong.
We were early.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh.
All right, well, you might be having a better day if you live in Levittown. New York Lottery reports that they sold a winning lottery ticket yesterday for $20,000. There were a few Take 5 drawing winners, one in Manhattan, one in Warsaw, New York. Warsaw. But there was one in Levittown, $20,000. $20,652.50 to be exact. So congratulations to you, whoever you are. Stop by Governor's in Levittown and invest in our studio. The studio, we think, could start next week. We're hoping, as far as the renovations. A little behind schedule. So hopefully that's taken care of very soon. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, we're all live on Govs Radio. GovsRadio.com, our Facebook channel, our YouTube channel. And of course, if you have a smart TV, a Roku, Fire Stick, all that good stuff, you could find us on an app called Boxcast. That's right, Boxcast. That's where we are. You can watch. So if you download that app, and you can watch us on TV. As our friends Dr. Ken Pichelle and Dr. Don Sill says, we on TV! That's right. You can catch us there on Boxcast. GovsRadio.com. A little bit of some sad news. What's today? The 15th?
No, I think it's like the 14th.
We are about a month away from the 19th. Yeah, the 19th anniversary of the tragic day, 9/11. As you may have heard, that they're not going to read the names in New York City like they do every year, to pay tribute to those who perished that day at the World Trade Center. They announced that a few weeks ago that they're not going to have that ceremony, which really stinks. We understand it, but it stinks. But now they've also announced that they're not going to do the tribute in light. That's, when they shine those two blue lights up in the air, and where the Twin Towers were. They're not doing that either.
And you said why? Because that even is too much too many workers working together to do something?
This incredibly difficult decision was reached in consultation with our partners after concluding the health risks during the pandemic were far too great for the large crew required to produce the annual tribute in light, officials wrote. The reading of the names, that was for. Yeah,
well, that's crowd control, right?
Right, but this was just for the people who work it, which again is understandable, but unfortunate, and it stinks. Last year on 9/11, we had the honor of having Bobby Sen with us on our show. Bobby is a retired New York City fireman. He was there. He was in both towers when they collapsed, and he survived. He lived to tell his story and inspire others and help others deal with post-traumatic pain, whether it's 9/11 or a war or whatever it is. Bobby does a lot of great work. He came on our show last year. We did an expanded show. We did what, like a 3-hour show or something, 3.5 hours, something like that.
We were kind of worried also, like doing such a serious show, if we would do it right, I think I was a little worried about it, and I thought it was like one of the more beautiful shows that we've had.
Bobby brought.
People reached out to us for a long time afterwards.
He brought Dr. Mark Lerner with him. Mark Lerner, also a doctor who helps people with post-traumatic stress, and they put a show together where Bobby talks about his experience at 9/11, and they came on our show. Yeah, it was great. It was really something. We did invite Bobby to come on this year again. Not sure if he's doing it yet. We're waiting to find out. He said that there is, I think it was CBS, maybe CBS. They might be putting something together to read the names, just from their studio, one of their studios, so you can watch at home. So at least the names will get read, which I think would be a great thing. And I believe Bobby might be a part of that, so he's going to do that. I did tell him that if CBS or whoever doesn't read the names, I told him we should do it.
That's going to go past 12 o'clock for sure.
Well, I don't mean we as in me and you. I mean just Govs Radio.
Oh.
And
yeah, it's sad. I'm
sad
about it. I think it's just a beautiful thing that they do, and I'm really sad about the blue lights too. I don't know. I understand, and the people that did pass and the families, I'm sure they understand too. But still.
So there you go. That's the sad stuff for today.
And Bobby Sens had, he's
had penis.
He's had a difficult year already. Like his dog that he's had for such a long time passed, just I think within like the last month. He's really, and it was a great dog too. Like such a good.
How great was it?
Loved it. The whole neighborhood loved this dog. So it makes me a little sad.
What kind of dog was it?
It was huge.
That's what I was asking. I've never seen a dog like that. He had a big long horse face.
Big black furry dog. Yeah, he was a boy.
Speaking of black and furry, Mark White is now on Cameo. Our friend Mark White, you may know him from our show. You may know him from several Govs radio shows. But you probably know him as being a member of the band The Spin Doctors. Remember the Spin Doctors from the early 90s, the mid-90s? Two Princes?
I always think of him as just, Aaron's husband.
Two Princes is the band. Two Princes is the song that they had. That was their big hit. That was their biggest one. Mark, part of the band. He's still a part of the band. Great band. They're still great, Spin Doctors. But Mark is now on Cameo. So if you'd like to get and pay a few bucks to have Mark send you a message. Our good friend and co-host Eric Shevlin.
That was a little squeaky.
It was a little squeaky.
Our friend.
Ah, good friend Eric.
Our friend.
Eric actually, I guess, christened Mark being on Cameo, and Eric paid for him to do a cameo that he sent to me. And it said, basically Mark said that I suck ass and Eric is the best. So, what I decided to do, which I was hoping to show you on Cameo, I decided to look around to see, who else is on Cameo and who is... Mark, I wanted to see his price. If you want to get a personalized message from Mark White, you don't have to pay much. I think it was like $25 or something. So I decided to see, well, Mark White is only $25. It was something like that. It was cheap, whatever it is. So I decided to see who is more expensive than Mark White. Oh, you're handing me Cameo on your phone?
Yeah, if you want. Go ahead. Take it.
All right, but I have to, let's see. So if I search Mark.
I'm bothered that you thought it's like it's bad that I say where our location is. There's like so much pictures we could.
It's already out of my head. We were.
No, I'm not like, oh, you're a dick. Although, yeah, but I'm thinking like it'd be if it does bother you talking about a location, then I'll leave it. But there's like so many fun things that would be fun to show. We can make a whole show out of this.
Oh, is that what you're saying? We're gonna show everybody up my mother's house?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna be like a whole show out of like, pictures of you with a guitar. Like there's plenty
I have no
of
desire
fun things.
No desire to show. All right, so first off, look at this picture Mark has.
That's his picture.
That's his picture.
He's very funny.
I think he's trying to imitate me. I'm always the one doing the eyes.
Wow, you look like Mark White, only you're white.
We do have the same haircut. All right, so I don't know what this means. To request is $20. To chat is $3.99. So that's got to be $3.99 a minute, right?
Like he's a porn star or something.
Does he sound like?
Eric, how you doing? I'm enjoying my watermelon because it's the best thing ever. And every time I eat watermelon, I think of you because you're a great guy. But when I'm done, I think of Tony because he sucks. And it sucks not to have watermelon. I'm telling you right now, it sucks. Just like Tony. You know how much Tony sucks? Tony sucks so much that I can't even tell you how much he sucks. Actually, I do. I tell him online that he sucks. Oh, God. No good for you. Okay. Tony, you suck. Eric, you're the best. Talk to you later.
You can see the pain in Mark's face as he's saying that. He's just like, Eric, you're the best. Plus, Eric actually paid money to watch this man eat watermelon. I mean, I feel like throwing up. So there you go. There's Mark White's cameo.
He makes watermelon look refreshing.
Sallie's got the Mark White love. But he's got two legs. So,
Can't have everything.
but now I'm trying to find... So Mark White was 20... What did it say? $20?
Yeah. Yeah, there were...
Now, there's a bunch of people who I don't even know
Some
who they
people
are.
are so
that are more
expensive. I don't even know who they are.
Mooptopia. Mooptopia, whatever that is. That's the same price as Mark White. That's where you are, Mark White. Johnny Damon, formerly of the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees, you get a message from him for $100.
Yeah, but maybe Mark's just starting out and he wants to be there for his fans, and so he's making it a low price.
Blah, blah, blah.
Cameo doesn't say, oh, you're only worth $20. In his heart, he wants to be there for his fans.
Rex Smith. Remember Rex Smith?
No.
Really? That's him right there. He's a Broadway actor. He's in some movies. He's $75.
Remember when Jackie Martland started? He was like...
He's 50.
He's still 50?
As far as I know.
Didn't he start out at like 50?
Larry Wilcox. He was John on Chips. Remember Chips?
Oh, yeah.
Eric Estrada?
The blonde, yeah.
He's $30. So a guy we haven't even seen on TV since 1981 is $10 more than Mark White. So now who sucks? Mark White. Rod Blagojevich, the former governor of Illinois, he's $80.
I think you're just bitter
You're shaking.
because you don't like watermelon.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, Barry Williams of the Brady Bunch, $140. What the hell is that thing?
That's the go-to ugly dog that they put on a.
The go-to ugly
it's like
dog.
A meme.
That dog is more expensive than Mark White. You can get Mark White for less than that dog. I don't even know who these people are. Oh, Mickey Morandini, former player of the Philadelphia Phillies. I remember him. He's $25. James Ellsworth, a former pro wrestler. He's $25.
What did you do? Type in everyone under 40 or something?
No, I didn't do that at all.
Bobo. How much is Bobo?
Bobo. Who the
Bobo
hell is
is
Bobo? Oh, from
$50.
Howard Stern. He's $50.
Oh, well, I picked Jackie Marlin over Bobo. All right, let me see where we are as far as like anyone talking.
Yeah, let's see what the
And
comments
then
are.
I can give it back to you again, and if you want to do that concert.
Well,
thing.
while you're looking to get on Facebook and look at the comments, I will mention that yesterday we talked about our good friend Elio Pace, who is going to do a concert August 30th in England. It's an outdoor event. It's the only concert he's doing the whole year because of the COVID. So it's the only Billy Joel song, or if you're heading over there. We mentioned it yesterday. Announced it yesterday. We announced it ourselves here. Well, guess what?
What?
Tickets went on sale today. It's sold out.
Not for long.
It's sold out in 18 minutes.
I was like browsing through. I saw a big sold.
Sold out.
Yep.
But what that banner doesn't tell you, because it's sold out because we mentioned it on our show here. I think 90% of the people said Knockem Den Comedy sent us.
You think?
Check it. Yep.
All right. We have some commentary. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Congratulations to Elio for selling out. Go ahead.
And then you want to talk about concerts again afterwards. Let me
All
just
right.
do this first.
Yeah, let's do the comments. Who's watching?
Tom Galati said, "Love
You're
your
shaking.
shirt."
I just keep telling you
I
because
know,
you're
I
shaking
know.
nuts.
I'm
Oh.
happy that you're telling me. I forget. Like I have that like I shake my knee thing while I'm like sitting on a
You
chair.
shake your what?
My knee thing. What do you call that? When people
Your
have
knee
that
thing?
like nervous
Your
thing.
knee.
Usually it's just 8th grade boys, but I have it too.
You normally shake 8th grade boys? This is getting very weird.
Yeah, with their really sexy Dorito fingers.
You're just happy they have a knee to shake.
Frogs in their room. So Tom loves your shirt.
Thank you, Tom. Galati, thank you. Right, Galati?
Yeah,
Thank you,
get
Tom.
this. So Joan said Tony is frazzled. Sally is the get off the ledge type of woman. Yay, Sally. What does
Yeah,
get
she'll
off the
push me
ledge
out,
mean?
push me off
What
the
does
ledge.
it mean though? I mean, yeah, but what is that? Get off the ledge.
You're the cop that comes in and saves the guy, talks him down.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I'm not happy doing it. I'll tell you that. It's a. Oh.
No, I'm all right, Joan. I'm all right. It was all just last second trying to put it all together, and it was it's annoying, and I don't like,
It's frazzled.
we're trying to run a professional thing here, even though we're all the shows are working off their iPads and phones, but we're still, just trying to make it as professional as can be.
Yeah, but professional is chilling out. Also. Gina wants to teach us on the air. If you told us this like 5 minutes ago in a tutorial, this would really help. I have no
What's
idea what
that?
she means. She said, did you know there's a spot on Facebook that will allow you to watch on TV also? What is she talking about?
There's a spot on Facebook that allows you to watch on TV also.
Does that help us do the show better?
Is she talking about like screen mirroring to your phone, or on a smart,
all right.
or on a smart TV? You can just go to Facebook or YouTube without. Yeah, you don't. I guess you
I
don't
thought
have.
she was like saying, "Oh, you guys, if you do this, this will be a better show."
I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know what she's saying. I mean, yeah. I guess technically you don't have to. If you don't download Botchcast, most smart TVs, have a Facebook and a YouTube option, so you can just go right to it. I don't know. I don't know what she's. Who's that? Gina Conjemi Coffin?
Yes.
Oh, Gina Conjemi Coffin for all your real estate needs. She'll make your head spin. And Bella Vista Pizza right here in Plainview. In fact, we're just like 5 minutes away from it right now. Right
good
now.
pizza.
Bella Vista Pizza. Two Eagles Auto Body. The Roslyn Social. Sorry, we don't have the phone numbers or any of the info today because we're just a little messed up with our stuff here. But support all those businesses. And of course, Teespring. Teespring.com to get your Govs Radio swag. All sorts of great stuff there. Shirts, hats, socks. You can get any of the Govs Radio shows there.
Masks.
You know, that's right, masks. You can get the logo on there, or you can just get the Govs Radio logo. I have a Put Up, Shut Up shirt. I have a No Rhyme, No Reason shirt. I have,
Oh,
of course,
I
have a
have
Knockem
this.
Dead Comedy
Can I get
shirt.
this?
Oh, that's right. You have a Govs Radio shirt.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Hey, Gina was funny.
All right. Well, hang on. Take a picture of yourself with your Teespring pass to one of the great. Unless you want to get in the patio, maybe we can hook you up there. And patio, go to govs.com to get the information on and the schedule on Governors with all their upcoming shows. Dice was there last night. They had a great show. Michelle Fox, Michelle Fox hosted. Dice did a great show. He's there all weekend, so go check out Dice. Anthony Rodia's got some dates coming up there, so go check him out.
That 40-year-old.
That's right. Happy birthday to him. Tim Dillon is coming up, I believe, next week. Another great comedian with some roots at Governors. So go to govs.com and see their schedule. Get yourself some tickets. Get on the mailing list and all that good stuff right there. There you go. So Gina was funny, you said?
Yeah, she made a joke. She said,
Oh, boy.
She said, "Talk fast. I only have 20% battery life." And Ken Friedman said that.
Sorry, Gina.
Ken Friedman said that you stole his shirt, so he's got that same shirt.
Friedman or Friedberg?
Men.
Oh, Kenny Friedman's watching? Hello, Kenny Friedman. Really? Kenny, you have the same shirt? Wow. Say hi to Wendy for you. Kenny Friedman. Have I ever talked about Kenny Friedman on here?
No.
Great musician, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot of online stuff here on Facebook and stuff. So go check him out and support him. I believe he has a virtual tip jar up there. So support Kenny. I've known Kenny since I've known Kenny for almost over 30 years.
Wow.
A friend of mine was some friends of mine that I hung out with were friends with him, and he was in a band. We used to go see the band regularly, and they were great. They were called Jane Doe. They were a great band, and and then we all started to get a little older and started to have kids and started to settle down. We would go out less, and then the band broke up, I believe, for a while. And then when I got married to my last wife, turns out she was super close friends with that band's lead singer, and she knew Kenny pretty well. So then fast forward even more back, to when Facebook starts, because I hadn't seen Kenny in a while, and I find him on Facebook, and I see that he's married to a girl that I knew back in the 80s, and I hadn't seen her since the 80s. It's like, son of a bitch, me and this guy have like so many no degrees of separation, because we're completely attached.
And now you're wearing the same shirt.
Now we're wearing the same shirt.
Like twinsies.
Except he has hair. Good hair. He has good hair.
Yeah.
It's very rock star-ish.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check out Kenny Friedman. And he's on the Billy Joel Retold page, and he plays with Wonder Stories a lot. And
Yeah.
he's everywhere. He plays with Joe DeJesus. He's been on Jam a few times.
Yeah, he's because I engineered the Jam show when they're in the studio, and Kenny's one of the helpful ones. He gets in there when he's supposed to get in there, and he's
Yeah, he does. That's what his wife says.
He's
That's why they have two kids.
He's a really good guy. He's helpful. He'll start playing along to help someone singing. I enjoy him when he's in the studio.
Because he
And
gets in there
I
when
would
he's
tell you
supposed to.
if he was a pain. He's not a pain.
There you go. Well, thanks for watching, Kenny Friedman. Say hi to Wendy.
And he has good taste in shirts, because I got him that shirt. So
Oh,
really.
that's right. Sally did give me
Yeah.
this. This is Genesis, the band Genesis. Their album, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. It's right there on my titties. The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Oh, speaking of titties. We're always talking about titties.
Oh boy.
Yesterday we went out to dinner.
We did.
And my son and Sallie and, I don't know, a few of us that were there didn't finish their dinner. So the waitress says, normally I take the food and wrap it up for you, but because of COVID, we can't do that. So I'll just bring you some tins.
Yeah.
Tins.
But, who doesn't call them containers? Plus, so the whole time the waitress is talking, what? What? We did that 1,000 times.
What'd you do?
What? Yeah. So
I heard it
I'm
just fine.
I knew she'd bring us containers because we've been there before, but she makes this whole big deal about tins.
Help me out, New Yorkers. Get this.
It's a container.
Get
It's
this
a
flat.
to-go container. Would
Get
you like
this
it?
flat. You know, in her roots. Tell her it's called tins. We call it tins in New York.
Tins.
I'll get the container.
What does that even mean?
Thank you, gentlemen.
To-go container. You don't say, "Oh, would you like a to-go tin?"
We say
Like
tins.
what?
So this one over here is something like a little
Well, first
elementary
I
school.
went. She wanted to go. What did she just say?
What did you think she said? I'll get you my tits.
I'll bring
I can't wrap your food for you because that makes sense. Here, I can't. Here.
Just like that. And I was like, what? What is she bringing?
Sounded nothing
what
like
is she bringing?
Tits.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, granted, I always hear tits. Speaking of which, you got something on your shirt.
Do I?
Yeah. This little fuzz. We feeling good. Carol was a little under the weather there. Hope you're all right, Carol. I bet you Carol says tins.
No. Container. Andrew Fremder's watching.
Andrew
He
Fremder.
hopes everyone's doing really well.
Thank you, pal.
Let's see. Ken has a lot of appointments.
Ken Prichelle?
Yeah.
He's a busy guy, that doctor. Dr. Ken.
Andy Plagano said that he thinks the $25 on Cameo is a, oh yeah, I remember that guy price.
But that's what I'm saying. And then Larry Wilcox, who, you know, after Chips probably made an appearance on Murder, She Wrote, Diagnosis Murder, and probably a soap opera. And that's all he's done since Chips. And he's more expensive than Mark White.
Mark White is just being nice about it. He has love in his heart now because he met Erin and he's giving back to the world. He's not the cranky old man he was when we first met him.
Have you seen his posts lately?
He's still a little cranky.
Mark
But
White.
he's giving with his time. Isn't that nice? He's nice. But
He got paid for it.
Because it's $20. Like $20 is $20.
Right, so that's not giving of his time. He got paid.
Right. So you don't like these people are like, oh, it's going to cost $350 for me to spend a minute on you, my greatest fan. You know, fuck off. Greg DiFilippo says hello.
How much do you
Felix
think
says
people
hello.
would pay for? All right, so Eric put that together for me. So how much do you think people would pay to get a cameo from Eric Shevlin?
$19.
How much would people pay for a cameo from you?
I would just do it for the goodness of my heart.
So 50 people write to you and say they want a personalized message. That's 50 personalized messages you have to do. You're not looking to get paid for your time?
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, so now I was cranky.
I would do one a month. Your mother has a lot of questions.
Yes, because she wants to know what we're doing in her house. Yes, she is like,
3
get out of my house.
question marks.
All right, so we'll do it again. The internet was not working at Governor's. We had all sorts of problems yesterday, so we figured. So we got there again today. It still wasn't working, so we said, "What's nice and close that has internet?" Because we did it from Sallie's house that one day, her internet kept chopping up on us. So my mother is not too far from Governor's, so we figured, all right, let's go to my Governor's house. Let's go to my mother's house and use the internet there. I guarantee the next question from my mother is, do I have to pay extra? Do I have to pay extra? Because I don't use my internet during the day over there.
It's like people that will still only call you on Sundays because it used to be cheaper.
Like those old Paul Reiser AT&T commercials in the 90s. You know, you would get charged by the minute. And yes, Mom, we turn on your air conditioner, so would you like us to leave it on for when you come home so it's nice and cool in here?
Oh yeah, let us know.
She'll have to pay extra for that.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think we should leave it on so it's nice in here for her. Don't leave the air conditioner on, it'll start a fire.
Yeah, see, tins, it's like not a good word. Andy said calling containers tins is like calling prophylactics rubbers. Like, oh, here's a rubber. Like, no, it's,
Andy Plajanos?
yeah, they're containers.
What were we in? Some 5-star restaurant in New York City? Of course we say tins.
No.
You don't even say.
Containers.
Actually, you know, in second thought, you don't even say anything. You just say, "I'll wrap this up for you. Would you like me to bring you?"
A container.
But it's a
you
tin.
Almost said that.
It's an aluminum foil tin. It's tin foil.
But it doesn't have to be. Sometimes it could be one of those, like, you know, Chinese restaurant boxes.
But it wasn't, was it?
Without any tin on it at all. And
That's
it
a
isn't
box.
tin. Yeah, it is. Tits and boxes.
Nice. Now it's a show. So,
Captain Jack's watching.
hello, Captain Jack.
Do you want to do the concert thing, or you didn't feel like doing that?
Okay. Punch up the photos.
Oh, yeah.
So we were complaining yesterday that the governor, Andrew Cuomo, green light to comedy clubs. The comedy clubs and the strip clubs, actually. They have not been given the green light to open back up.
Because there's a lot of touching, maybe?
Well, I don't know. I mean, to give them 50% capacity, I mean, you know, then it's good. Some music events have started to open back up outdoors, at least, because even that was shut down for a while. So we were complaining about the comedy clubs still not being able to open. In fact, I think it was just last night, our pal Les Deacon did a drive-in comedy show out east, Long Island, in a town called Comac, about a half hour straight east from here.
So this is in the UK.
Right. So they did a drive-by show where people just sat in their cars. I don't know how it worked, you know, sound-wise. I don't know if they just had speakers, or if you were able to just tune into, you know, some FM frequency and hear the audio.
Like fashion movie theaters?
I don't know how it was done, but from what I understand, it had a good turnout and it went well. I know Governors was thinking about doing that a few months back. There's just too much red tape involved with it.
I don't look so pasty in your mom's house like I do in the studio. I think we might be here like every day.
Pasty?
I look like light blue in the studio. You always look this like happy little cherry-faced, and I look like death with that in that room. Anyway, the sun's coming in. It's nice. It's a window. Cute pictures of you as a little baby.
No, there's not. There's not a single picture of me as a baby. That's SpongeBob.
Why does your mom not have pictures of you as a baby? That's a whole other show.
That'll never happen. Actually, there's a picture over there. Me with long hair.
There's pictures of you guys everywhere.
Not as a baby. Pictures of my kids. All right, there you go. Thanks for watching. What were we talking about?
Oh, we weren't?
So, I think a good turnout. It went well. I don't know logistically how it went. I don't know how it felt to be on stage performing in front of cars. But you have, like, some concerts locally, like they're doing outdoor stuff and you can get out. Your own stuff, your own drinks, your own food. You can sit on a blanket. Be yourself to social distance. But now in England, what was it called? These first socially distant concert shows what the futures of live music might look like. So, and they have a picture here. There's a lot of, I hope you can see this stage. And they have these platforms. Yeah, where your family, your group sits. It looks like anywhere from 4 to 6. Distant, you know, they're all spaced apart just right. And now, I personally, I think there were other photos. Let's see.
It's kind of nice. I mean, it's a lot of work for the concert, you know.
Up to 5 people per platform.
I mean, really, you should be able to like let your entire family go. You know, it shouldn't be about.
Up to 5 people on the platform. I personally like it. I don't know what happened. The screen went blank.
Yeah.
But I thought it was actually kind of cool. You had you were even with the stage. So eye level with the stage. You don't have to, look up. You don't have to look down. You don't have to look sideways. You just eye level, and it's nice and even. It's elevated. I like it. You're in your own little, space with your family and friends. It's only up to 5 people, so I don't know, if you get the one next to it, so you can have your group. If assuming you have more than 5 people, but excuse me, you have your own space to sit around comfortably and talk to your people. You're not squished with people you don't know. You're not bumping into other people. You just have your own space. You can talk freely.
You love this.
I love that.
You don't have to come close to people while you're enjoying a concert. This will work for you just fine.
Back in 2009, when the New York Mets play at Citi Field, that's when the stadium opened, 2009. And when their old home, Shea Stadium, when that opened, the very first rock concert at a stadium was the Beatles at Shea Stadium. So in 2009, when Citi Field opened, they brought in Paul McCartney. And I had tickets for that. I went to see it, and I got disability tickets, handicap seats. And those seats were, in fact, elevated seats, because you get handicapped seats, you're usually in a wheelchair, so you can't see, past the people in front of you. So this thing had ramps, and it was elevated. And I prefer handicapped seats because of my prosthetic. It's easier for me to spread out a little bit. If I have to sit, with your legs tight, because you're squished in with people, it's very
cranky.
Yeah, but it's very uncomfortable for me.
Well,
almost painful sometimes.
Let me ask this: before you lost your leg, were you still? Because I could care less where I sit in the row, but I feel like even before your leg, my guess is you would have thought about the aisle seat anyway.
Well, everybody does.
No, I never. I kind of like the middle because it's all squishy and warm. And get to talk to people you don't know. Hey, nice to meet you.
Slut.
Yeah. But it would never occur to me
warm and gushy. That takes us back to yesterday, to the WAP lyrics.
I wouldn't want the aisle because then you're only sitting next to one person. Whereas if you're with a handful of people, it's nice to be able to
if I know the people, I don't mind sitting in the middle. But I know I never really
hate the middle.
I was never a big fan of the middle.
Yeah, so it's not your leg.
No,
you're blaming it on your leg.
Oh no! But I didn't complain if the seats we got. Those are the seats we got. No, since the leg,
it's a big deal.
It's a bigger deal.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It is.
So sitting in these seats for the McCartney show, it was just like that. It was a box, but it was. I mean, there were more people in it. It wasn't just your own group, but it was spacious. You had room to move. And again, eye level, so you can see perfectly. And they were good. They were in a good location. I was only maybe 50 feet away from the stage, which is fantastic. I hate that. That's something I've always hated, when you're in another state because you're so far back at a stadium.
Yeah, why bother going?
But so I'm all in favor of these boxes. I think it's cool. So that looks like it could be the wave, the next thing to come. And unless we were talking yesterday about that vaccine. Unless if the vaccine comes quick, maybe things can go back to the way it was. Who knows? But that's what they're doing over there in England with their concerts.
Andy Plaginos, and I don't know what Billy he's talking about. He's not talking about Billy Joel, is he? He said Billy did an outdoor concert in Walton, New York this weekend. They used truck headlights for a spotlight. I'm going to say this now, Billy Joel.
No, and anytime Andy says Billy, he's talking about Billy Guyer. Don't you know he's in love with Billy Guyer? Sallie, you have such a big gaydar. You would think you would pick up on this.
I do have big gaydar.
Billy Guyer, great comedian, good friend of ours, good guy. He's in love with Andy, and Andy's in love with him. So he did what? An outdoor concert where?
In Walton, New York.
Where the hell is that?
I think it's upstate New York.
And what does that mean? Did a concert? He did stand-up? Or is he a roadie? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, actually, he said outdoor show, so it's probably, yeah. What?
So you just confused things by changing it to concert.
Yeah, we were just talking about concert.
All right, so Billy did an outdoor stand-up gig, and what happened?
Truck headlights for the spotlight.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. So it must be upstate then. That sounds like something upstate would do. So the cars and trucks would pull up, like the audience's headlights. Really?
Yeah, Billy Geyer is a MacGyver.
What?
Just figuring out what he's doing. Like it's hard these days. We don't know what we're doing. We're like trying to like make things work, and
Oh.
sometimes we're propping up our phones on.
So you're saying Billy Geyer is MacGyver because of that?
Because he figured out using truck lights to light them up.
Did any of you guys make that connection? And who said it was Billy Geyer's idea?
Because I think it was his truck. No, he used a truck. Yeah, maybe it wasn't Billy's. He was stoned.
Right now, Andy's saying to himself, I am never commenting on this show again. Look how they butcher what I say. I was reading, I came across something yesterday on Facebook that appears to be old news, but I didn't know it because I don't pay attention to anything. Apparently, Cameron Diaz, she has stopped acting. She has quit acting. I can't really say who I am to myself, which is a hard thing to face up to. I felt the need to make myself whole, she said. Whatever the hell that means. So, I mean, I guess it's easy to quit anything when you have, millions of dollars and you don't have to work anymore.
I'm trying to think of the last thing I saw her in.
I was never a big fan. I never thought she was really that good looking. I never thought she was that great of an actress.
She was all right. I like her in things like What About Mary, and I thought she was good in that.
I don't know. She didn't have to really act in that.
The Charlie's Angels,
Oh.
but she did a nice job.
You gonna tell me that was a good movie?
I like that movie. I know. I just thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. I thought it was, they didn't take it serious, and they just had fun with it. Because how do you do like a serious Charlie's Angels movie? So I thought it was well done.
So I decided to look up other actors who have quit. And I found this list to be very interesting.
Well, it isn't so much that they quit, or like they just like, you know what, I acted for a long time and now I want to do something else for a living before I,
Well, that would be quitting,
die.
wouldn't it?
Well, if you have well, I'm curious your list. Are people like quit and they just sitting home with their millions, or are they like, you know what, I really wanted to be a teacher, and so even though I was a big star and I made a lot of money and people are going to recognize me, in my heart I always wanted to be a nurse. Like, is it like? Oh, what's she doing?
I don't know.
It's just a quitter's list. A
It's
retired
a quitter's list.
You're just retired.
Well, no, there's a difference. You can say I was acting, or you can say I retired. It's a difference. Like a lot of these people are doing something else. They're not saving the world, but they're doing something else.
Just not her.
Freddie Prinze Jr. went on to become a wrestling producer.
Yeah, and
Another
his,
actor who kind of
wife,
sucked.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Does she do anything anymore, or she quit with him?
I don't know. But that's my point.
Michelle Gellar? What's her name?
Michelle Gellar.
Gellar?
Geller?
I loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I thought that was a great show. Have you ever watched it? After Parenthood, we'll watch Buffy
Oh,
the Vampire Slayer.
no. No, after Parenthood, you owe me about 5 years of my movie picks.
I have better movie picks.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I like all the romantic comedies.
Exactly.
They're the best.
What movie have I picked for you that you didn't like?
Well, I'll have to come up with a list because I blocked them because they were bad.
You're so full of it. Well, all right. You didn't like The Usual Suspects. You're the only one in the world who doesn't like that movie.
Well, again, it's kind of like it's not that I didn't like it. I appreciated the actors. I appreciated the movie. But there are people that are like, this is the greatest movie ever.
It's one of them.
This is the top 5 greatest movies ever.
One of them.
And I'm like, really? Top 5?
Yep.
Like, what would you put it in?
It would be in my top 5.
It would be in your top 5. So
Yes.
if I throw out like movies like, okay, so what's your top 5? Naked Gun, Airplane, Unusual Suspects. You got two
Usual
others.
Suspects. Usual Suspects.
There were unusual people.
I don't know if I'd put Airplane. I love Airplane, but I don't know if it would be my top 5. Naked Gun is definitely number 1. The Godfather's
Shawshank Redemption.
Possibly.
You like?
I love that movie, but
you
I don't
like
know if it's in my top 5.
Unusual Suspects more than No, I'm just annoying you.
More than Shawshank Redemption? Yes, yes.
Wow. See, that's what I mean. See, I really liked. Well, I wouldn't say I really liked it. I liked it. I wasn't like, oh, that was a time sink. I found it interesting. A lot of twists, good acting, good writing, a different movie. Like, it's not like other movies.
It's a mad world.
But
That's in my top 5.
But it wasn't. I wouldn't kick Shawshank Redemption off the list for that movie. That's the you put it so, and a lot of people do. A lot of people put that movie so high that I'm like, it wasn't amazing. I don't think about it.
All right, so we started out talking about actors who quit, which, of course, then put us in our favorite movies that I've picked for you that you hated, and now we're talking about top 5.
Yeah. Times move fast.
What?
Things are moving. All right. Well, which one of those do you want to?
Eric Estrada. Oh, Phoebe Cates. Remember Phoebe Cates?
Yeah.
She went on to own a
Kevin
boutique.
Kline's wife?
She is still Kevin Kline's wife. They've been married a long time.
Yeah.
Him, Kevin Kline, one of my favorite actors ever.
And he's quite a bit older than her, right?
Yeah. Eric Estrada. Eric Estrada became a reserve police officer for the Muncie, Indiana Police Department.
What's a reserve officer? Is that like,
I think that's like a volunteer,
neighborhood
isn't it?
watch? Like if they pull behind you in a car, do you actually stop? Like, they don't have guns or anything.
Well,
right?
listen to this. From there, Estrada moved to Virginia, where he was part of the ICAC.
ACDC?
Internet Crimes Against Children.
Oh.
That's a cool job.
That's a cool job.
Very,
Thank you
very serious
for
job.
doing that.
He was an investigator there for 8 years in Bedford County, Virginia.
You must not sleep at night hearing about the people trying to get children. Oh my God.
In the course of his duties, he was, of course, filmed patrolling on a police motorcycle. So here we are. We're talking about chips a lot today. But yeah, Eric Estrada, he's one. Rick Moranis. Now, Rick Moranis, I think we've talked about this before, and this was a noble thing. Moranis, remember him from Ghostbusters and Honey and scaling back his acting work after his wife died of cancer in 1991, then eventually retiring from acting work completely to concentrate on raising his children. Then when his kids got older, I squeaked again. Then when his kids got older and he had some free time and he felt he had the ability to go back to acting, he said, you know what? I didn't really miss it.
Yeah.
But then again, that's a guy who has millions.
He could do that.
And he can do that.
Captain Michael Keaton took a long break.
Did he? I don't think I knew that. He made a lot of movies that nobody saw, too. Michael Keaton.
But he's had pretty good comebacks.
But he had a great comeback
really
with the Birdman. Yeah. Oh, he's another one of my favorites.
I really like him. Just not the Birdman.
See, how do you... I know, I think Eric didn't like it either, right?
No one likes it.
My son's favorite movie of all time.
Sorry, Zach.
It's a great movie.
I usually have pretty good respect for his movie choices.
That's a good movie.
But not that one.
And then going back a little bit, Doris Day had walked away from acting in the 70s. Shirley Temple, of course, walked away.
But who did you say? Debbie? Did you say Debbie Reynolds?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Doris Day.
Doris Day. All right, never mind.
Amanda Bynes. Remember Amanda Bynes, child actor? She was once touted as the next Lucille Ball.
I don't even know her.
Yeah, you would know her if you saw her. She was in some movies. She was on some TV shows. She was actually very funny. I thought she was very good. But then she had some, substance issues and some drinking issues. And then she quit.
Yeah, she needed to stay away from that life.
Well, that's the thing. She's now 31 years old. She claims that she's been sober for 3 years and is hoping to make a comeback.
Oh, she wants to come back to it.
She wants to come back to it.
It's a little dangerous if that's your trigger.
But yes, you do have some people who are just retired. Gene Hackman retired. But he did movies for years and years. And that's, like any job. You work it for years and years, and then you retire when you can afford to.
See, I want to know the list of people that, left it and are doing something like... there are a lot of people that, I remember reading a similar list to this, and one guy left because he's, an accountant in a firm or something. He just really liked that type
All right,
of
well,
work.
yeah, I'll give you that. In fact, I didn't put it on the list, but I did read it this morning. That kid from Goonies. I don't remember his name. The chubby kid, the one that was, the funny one. He went on to become a lawyer.
Yeah, actually, lawyer is, you see that a lot.
But that's different. You know, we're talking about a guy like that was a child actor who, as he grew up and became less cute,
Yeah.
couldn't get work
Or
anymore.
just became an adult.
And
Didn't want to do it as an adult.
and probably couldn't really act as good either because they relied heavily on their cuteness when they were a kid. Like Spanky. If you watch Little Rascals, Spanky stayed with the Little Rascals until he was like in his mid-teens, and he didn't have it anymore. He wasn't a cute kid anymore. The plot lines weren't as good, and you can't tell me that I'm sure any of these guys, if they were still getting acting roles and making a lot of money, they would have stayed with it. I don't feel they quit.
They got so sick of it though. Their whole entire maybe they just wanted like an all right. So like I played sports all through high school. I probably could have like gotten a scholarship in college, but I was like so sick of it. Like everyday practice, everyday games, and just because you're not bad at it doesn't mean you want to continue doing it in your 20s and 30s and 40s. Maybe
The word for that is weird. Why wouldn't you? You get to play a game for your whole life.
Sick of it.
She actually said that about, we were watching a baseball game recently, and she says, why would these guys still want to play and put on these stupid uniforms and smack this ball around?
Like, don't you want to do something else other than throw a ball to someone?
No, it's your childhood dream. What's better than playing ball?
And I wasn't bad. Like I was.
No, you were a good athlete.
I was best athlete. Like I just.
You just
I
can't
really
say the
wasn't
word.
bad.
It's not athlete.
Athlete.
Snuggling, I bet you say?
Snuggling. What do you say?
It's snuggling.
Snuggling.
Athlete.
Athlete. Athlete.
She has a bounce now when she said
Athlete. With my tins.
An athlete with nice tins.
Bouncing my tins.
Yeah, baby.
Jack Scala wants us to know. Chunk. What does that mean?
Chunk. Chunkalicious.
Oh, he said that he took 16 years off.
Oh.
Michael Keaton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When?
Before he came back for...
He took 16 years off from acting? Really? Jack, I'm going to look that up. We'll talk about that Monday. I did.
Yes, Andrew Fremder. Michael Keaton will be coming back as the Batman.
Is that definite?
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
I loved Michael Keaton's Batman. I thought he was the absolute best. Like, no one was close.
Yep, I agree. He was
Everyone
my
else just
favorite
looked
Batman, too.
Stupid.
I did reach out to him on Twitter a few months ago about possibly. You never know.
You never know.
Especially now in quarantine, they're not doing anything. I never heard back. I mean, but hell, that's how we got Louis Azawa.
Or even like, I feel like we keep saying, Jackie Martland today. I think he was shocked when you like reached out to him. You're like, hey, we're doing a radio show. You want to come on? He's like, okay. He's like, oh my God.
Well, because we have governors behind us. It has nothing to do with us.
Well, we still have governors behind us with Michael Keaton.
Okay.
He's a comic, right? Did he ever do stand-up, or he's just an actor? Because he's very funny. His comedic timing is so good.
But he's never done stand-up.
How do you know? You just know?
Well, I mean, that's not... If you look up his professional life, there's nothing about stand-up in there.
He just has very good timing.
Oh, yeah. He's a great actor. Just Tom Hanks is a great actor.
A lot of actors don't have comedic timing.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them do. And Spanky went on to become a refrigerator salesman, and he said he had a good life. He had a nice, quiet family life, but then he came back toward the end of his life, making appearances, getting paid to make appearances. So he cashed in. Porky from the Little Rascals, he actually went on to become a school teacher.
Oh, see.
And when he died, turns out the majority of the people in the school, staff, students, they didn't even know that's who he was. They said he never talked about it. He never told anybody he was Porky. He never talked about it. And most of the people in his life didn't even know he was.
When
he was
they
Porky.
watch it, maybe it wasn't on reruns then.
You think he still looked the same when he died 70, 80 years later?
I bet he did. Because he was. I mean, usually people they're like, and then as they get like really old, they get fat. I bet, and he was.
He wasn't fat.
I bet you looked exactly.
No, he was actually a thin guy.
Oh. Oh yeah, so Andrew Frender said, yeah, that is definite with Michael Keaton.
Really? 16 years.
Oh, it's Michael Keaton doing the Batman, the new
Oh,
Batman.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definite? He's definitely
That's
coming back?
Definite, yeah, that's definite.
Nice. That's going to be very interesting to see what they do with him. Michael Keaton, he's got to be around 70 now.
Not that old.
Well, for a superhero it is. How do you fight crime when you're 70? Wait a minute. Hey, I
Arnold
gotta...
Schwarzenegger worked for a really long time doing a lot of the stuff himself still.
Yeah, but that's different. Well, first off, he wasn't doing the stunts himself. Secondly, he plays a robot. Thirdly, the last few did not bear well with him in them. People weren't buying it.
Yeah.
You know, almost, I guess, even Star Wars, I guess you had to kill Harrison Ford off because he's 70-something. How is he going to go around chasing after bad guys?
Right.
That would be like him doing an Indiana Jones movie now. How does that work?
Right.
So basically we're saying anybody over 70 is useless, is what we're saying. As I sit in my mother's house.
He's just doing that to annoy his mother. So
Yes,
if
I
you,
tell that all
if
the
you
time.
are
She's old and
70, don't take offense. He's just seizing every opportunity to annoy his mother.
All right, what's wrong with that?
Or Mama Walker.
I hope there's internet back in the studio on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it's nice and cool in here. Although I shouldn't say that to your mother. Son, we're not using air conditioning.
No, we already said it.
Yeah, I know.
We already said we left it on. We're going to leave it on.
Jack Scala said that a lot of comedians make great actors.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of some. Actually, you know who I think is a great actor? And he's appearing at Govs this weekend is Dice.
Yes.
He was in
a dramatic actor.
right.
He's a really good actor.
He in the early 90s,
Yeah.
when the Dice thing was starting to fade, maybe it was mid 90s, he had a TV show on CBS with Kathy Moriarty. I can't remember the title, but it was almost like a male, like he was the main character, but it was almost like another version of Roseanne Barr's show, Roseanne. You know, they were just middle class people trying to make it work, and they were married, and they would pick on each other like, you know, Roseanne and John Goodman did. And I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of cool. It didn't last. It got canceled quickly, but in the opening credits, it would say Andrew Clay. It didn't say Andrew Dice Clay. And I thought he was, and that was my first, I mean, he made a couple movies, Ford Fairlane, and, what was that other movie that he was funny in? What was that movie with Leah Thompson and Victoria Jackson? The Object of Sex or something? Something sexual encounter, something. He was funny in that. But this
I'm sure he's funny. I just think his dramatic.
Right, well, that's the
roles
thing.
are
This
really
TV
good.
show, I thought, he's really got some chops here. So then you see him in the remake of A Star Is Born with Bradley Cooper and Gaga. But then HBO had a show a few years ago with, what's the guy's? Bobby Cannavale. He was the main character. It was a show called Vinyl. In fact, our friend Chris Monty had a recurring role in it. Chris Monty, who's been on our show several times, appears at Governors a lot. He had a recurring role on there, and he was good.
That's a series I'll watch with you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. It only lasted one season. It was produced by Scorsese and Mick Jagger. It was about the music industry in the 70s. I liked it, but I did understand why it was canceled. There was way too much going on. It was a little confusing. They tried to push too much information. But Dice was in the first 2 episodes. And he was fantastic. It was a very dramatic role. Didn't even realize it was him at first. He was fantastic. Yeah, so he's a really good actor.
Your mommy wants you to know not to leave the air conditioning on.
Why?
Because she doesn't want it to be on for the next few hours until she gets home.
Be nice and cool in here when you walk in. You won't be sweating.
She doesn't want any goodness. She just...
Don't want any goodness. All right. So yeah, and you can see Dice this weekend at Governors. Go to Governors. Go to Govs.com, Govs.com, and get your tickets to see Dice Man. He's there all weekend. I think he's there today. He's there tomorrow. I think he's doing the Sunday too. I think. What else you got?
Andrew Plagano said that Ford Fairlane is super underrated.
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching that again. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember it. I'd watch that again.
I watch it.
The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm actually gonna lose unless you want to plug that in. I'm at like 5%.
Well, it's
But it's at 12.
it's 12:03.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
So we got what? So Friday,
we have.
Saturday.
Is there domestic disturbance tonight?
There probably is.
All right.
They kind of wing it.
Is there Cars and Comedy with Tom Galati tomorrow?
He wings it too. I just
All
leave
right.
it open for them, and then when they want to do shows, they'll
Well,
do shows.
there is Pasusu. Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up with Don Sill, Benny Rizzuti. That's tomorrow night at 7. I don't know who the guests are. But it's always great, so you won't be disappointed. Tune in and check that out.
Tim Saliani said that I could pick a.
Stupid?
Yeah, so
Which-
I'm all like, what question? Like, choose one.
Wow. And when is that? When is that show?
Yeah, didn't he say it was like of August?
Oh, yeah.
August.
Oh, you know what?
August
Speaking
30th,
of
maybe?
things that you're going to be on, I totally
August
forgot.
30th.
On Sirius XM, they have the Beatle channel, and I think a lot of the channels do it. If you want to have your own personalized playlist played, they give you the choice of 4 songs, and you email them with your songs and.
Oh, that's cool.
So what they did though, and what they do sometimes is they'll email you and say, if you'd like to record yourself talking about these songs, we'll play that.
Oh, you should do
So
that.
they did. I
Oh.
did. I just put in my 4 songs that I'd like to hear, but then they emailed me and said, "Well, if you'd like to record yourself, we will play it." Of course, when they told me that, it was about 2 weeks ago, and they said, "Please send it to us within 2 weeks." So I have to do that. Maybe today I'll do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to record
That's cool.
that for the Beatles channel. I'm going to do that.
You'll be great at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Tony. I'm from Hicksville. Here's my Beatles song.
You will not sound like that. You'll be great.
I love the Beatles. My favorite Beatles, John, because he was funny.
That is true.
Here's a song that you're sick of because all the Beatles songs get played too much.
Well, that's good for you because you like all the other stuff.
I like to dedicate this song to my friend Elio because he's a big Beatle fan too. And we listen to the Beatles. Yay.
I can't believe you didn't dedicate it to me.
I'll dedicate Why Don't We Do It on the Road to my girl Sallie.
On that note.
Everybody have a great weekend. We have any plans this weekend? Everybody have a great weekend. Head on over to Govs. So don't forget some great shows tonight. Don't forget Pasusu tomorrow night on govsradio.com. Sallie and I will see you again Monday morning at 11 a.m.
We do not know where.
Hopefully from Governors. And everybody have a great weekend. And we'll see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, please share the show.
Yeah.
Please tell everybody you know about our show. Tell them all about Govs Radio. Share and spread the word as we try to build the station
we're
up.
having a hard time with this sharing thing. So thank you.
Everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you.